Hello there, welcome back to another episode of Strife's Talking Points, and in this we're just going to cover stand-up. Bill Burr has a new comedy special coming out. It's called Paper Tiger. It's actually released on Netflix as of now. I highly recommend you go and watch it. I've actually got a little clip from here I want to play on it here in just a moment. And here's an article from Forbes. Bill Burr on Dave Chappelle and the charged climate of stand-up comedy. This is actually an article from earlier today. Popped up in the weeks that preceded and followed the release of Dave Chappelle's fifth Netflix special. Oh my god, I can't read today apparently. Sticks and Stones. The conversation necessarily and predictably hinged on the comic's jokes pertaining to transgender people and politically correct culture, also cancel culture, a few other things. And at that moment, I kind of want to focus more on this special. If you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. Oh my God, Bill Burr is one of my favorite comedians over the last couple years. I like him because he does the angry comedian thing well, the temper, whereas you've got, Dave Chappelle's extremely relaxed, very calm, very, he's more thinking about it, going through a process where he only jumps his energy on rare occasions to make the joke work. Bill Burr is very much more heightened into it. And here's a little quote from it. By the way, this is going to be my last show ever. Bill Burr pulls no punches. He goes after PC culture. He goes after the Me Too, male feminists, everything. I mean, it is high energy, high octane. His output is there. He is going after stuff very strongly, and he's the version that you watch on Netflix is actually filmed in London. Now I got two little spots here I want to kind of show just on clips on this, and this is 18 minutes in. He's already gone through Me Too. He's already gone through PC culture about how you have to be exactly the person to fit the role. Does a piece on Bryan Cranston playing the quadriplegic, and they're getting on to him about, of course, the outrage was you've got an able-bodied person playing a quadriplegic person, and he's like, it's called acting, and he goes into it talking about, Bryan Cranston is an actor, so he's allowed to act, but, not according to call-out culture. You're supposed to give those roles to whomever. Real quick, this will be the first clip here on it.
As a man who was raised right.
It's impossible for a man who is raised right to be a male feminist.
To be a feminist. You can't do it. You're a man. Look, you can agree with it, you can empathize, sympathy, you can do all of that shit, but you can't be it any more than I can stand here and just be like, I'm a Black Panther. Fight the power.
Basically calling out male feminists for just being bullshit. And a lot of what he talks about in there is he really does, it's the joke, about, how they've probably done something. They're trying to CYA, keep themselves from getting in trouble. Real quick.
Now I don't gotta fucking deal with any of that shit. Younger guys, I don't know. How do you deal with
It's talking about being married.
Like, what was really fucked up in all of this now is what about women who like it rough, right?
Such things exist. I'm a little older now, so I don't see them as often, but when I was younger, they were out there.
That doesn't happen here in the jolly old England, right? Not at all. Everybody gets all dead silent. Big fucking elephant in the fucking room, right? Yeah. How the fuck do you... What's that? Ask for consent. Doesn't that take the mood? Well, Jesus, that kind of took it in a weird way.
Now, you hearing that, you're with a woman who wants it rough, and he's saying ask for consent. This is the PC culture, I would say the more the male feminist view, where, you have to ask for consent before you do anything. And no, that's not how relationships and romance works. You will meet people, you will meet women, you will be out in the real world, and asking for consent for every action is stupid. It's basically killing human interactions. It's stopping. It's one of the reasons why birth rates in the West are plummeting, is people are so worried.
Dude, whatever the fuck I was saying, however you heard it, that's not what the fuck I'm saying, all right?
That's the call out back to PC culture. The person in his mind that's sitting in the chair that said you need to ask for consent actually heard, rape a woman. That's what he heard. That's what he hears. That's what he's thinking about raping a woman. Whereas what Bill Burr is saying, if you're with a woman who wants to have rough sex, completely different things. And it falls back on the guy in the chair, or it sounded like a guy. Hearing this, and his mind twists it around to make it so negative. That is part of reality these days, where people just don't think about it. He thinks it's his way, so he believes fully that Bill Burr is talking about just grabbing and dragging some woman down. Bill Burr is saying you're already with the woman, you know what she's after, and you're trying to work out how to give her what she actually wants. So it's very strange.
I've really listened to this Me Too movement. I think for the first time in my life, I'm going to ask for consent. I'm really going to do it this time. I've been feeling.
So, the big takeaway from Me Too is up until Me Too, men had never asked for consent from a woman. It is the dumbest bunch of crap. Overall, Me Too is dead. Now it's bad dates, and there's very little coming out about it. And one of the things he talks about later on is that men can experience sexual harassment. It's all in how the person deals with it. But continue on with this.
This is why you can't judge comedians. Do you understand this? Do you understand what the fuck I was saying and how this fucking jackass just heard it?
Comedian tells a joke. The interpretation of the person out there, trying to judge a comedian for what they're saying, but you're judging them based on your politics, your bias, your own issues, rather than what the comedian said. And this is kind of where I want to drop it, with him directly pointing at the, let's just call him the asshole in the crowd, the jerk, who, no matter what, has negatively taken all these jokes to believe that you have to, that never in history of world has a man and a woman had consensual relations where the man didn't straight up ask for consent first, where it's just an act of passion. All that's fallen away now. There is no more spontaneity. There is no more interaction, because any action could mean the end of your career, the end of your public life, the end of everything for you over this stuff. And it's all on people's reaction.
The second it comes out of my mouth, it's not what I said anymore. It goes into your fucking ear hole and gets cut with your whole fucking childhood. Oh, this is what he means.
Sorry. Go watch this. Use your Netflix. Use your neighbor's Netflix. Use somebody's Netflix. But be ready. Bill Burr is not a mellow, relaxed comedian. He's an aggressive, angry comedian. He's been one of my favorites since Lewis Black kind of stopped being funny in a lot of his stuff. He started being extremely, angry, one-sided political. He's lost a lot of his edge for me. Whereas Bill Burr still holds on to it. And here's when this thing stops moving, you can see he's talking about robots and sex toys, which is just the whole creepiest part of the thing. Cultural appropriation, all this stuff, and it's a great special. Go watch it. I highly enjoyed it. I highly recommend you go and look at it. If you haven't seen Sticks and Stones, go watch it too. But there you go. Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, first two out of the gate. Hopefully Netflix is fixing their trash comedy. These woke comedians who they're not funny, they're not getting the specials watched, they're boring, they're no good, and now you have two big stand-up comedians coming back, putting out excellent specials, in my opinion. Go watch it. See what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, they're going after PC culture. And he takes off with that right at the very beginning. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and go to Netflix, watch the special. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and have a great day.